These are the faces of the world-renowned Benin Bronzes, an art form from an ancient kingdom, lost and looted by the British in 1897. That plunder is held in hands across Europe, but many of those stolen artifacts are set to return home. Today in this exhibition in Paris, the curtain is about to fall. These looted goods are being repatriated to Benin to close the colonial chapter. Restitution is the word of the moment. In March, the University of Aberdeen became the first British institution to announce they would be returning the stolen head of an Oba. Tomorrow, Cambridge University will follow suit. But one institution continues to resist. The current public position of the British Museum is that they have never formally received a letter from Nigeria asking for the bronzes back.
Because of this, position of the British Museum, that is why we now came in this meeting to formally hand over another request, formal request from Nigeria for the return of the Benin Bronzes.
The British Museum had the largest known collection of Benin Bronzes, but a delegation in London are hoping to change that today. The Nigerian government have served a legal letter to the British Museum, shared exclusively with Channel 4 News, demanding the return of their Benin Bronzes, stating, "By carting away these antiquities, the nation of Nigeria is denuded and deprived of her cultural essence. Our palaces and museums are empty." The thoughts leading to these provisions were probably muted when Britain was an empire, but the reality is that the British Museum cannot hold onto the arts and antiquities of other friendly nations now under those terms. The question now is what happens next? At present, the British Museum has been rather coy, but they promise that talks are ongoing. But as institutions across Europe and further afield promise to return their bronzes, how much longer can this institution defy the latest wind of change? This is the collection the museum has resisted requests for. The museum told us they're currently hosting the delegation who wrote to them as part of their Benin Dialogue group. Once the meeting is over, then the letter will be addressed. Last month, the Culture Secretary, speaking on behalf of the government, said that the bronzes in the British Museum were safe, they belong here, and that the world can enjoy them here. Why should they return to Nigeria?
These artifacts belong to us, it belongs to Nigeria, and therefore it should be returned. The question of being safe or that is a home for the artifacts here does not even arise, because we have these artifacts for decades and decades and nothing happened to them. If you go to the various countries, Germany and the rest, you find that the ordinary German is saying, why are we keeping these objects, since they are subjects of loot?
There are also legal hurdles. The Museum Act restricts restitution, and the ethics also present an existential challenge for the museum. If the Benin Bronzes are returned, what else here is next?